Recognising the degrading health of their Dales ecosystem and their declining viability as a productive rural community, the people of Muka foster a working group of farmers, ecologists and gardeners seeking to implement emerging agroecological methods, reconciling the importance of greater biodiversity levels with the need for a more robust, regenerative food supply, as well as developing new ways of valuing, recognising and engaging with the surrounding ecosystem. A derelict scalebus, north of the village, is taken as their site of collusion, providing the origin from which they plan their interventions in the landscape. Under the staunch conservation of the National Park Authority, the group begin first confined to speculating through a new method of digital ecosystem modelling, a platform to test, analyse and project the outcomes of different cultivation practices. This ecosystem twin provides an interface allowing local community members to understand, evaluate and postulate alternative futures for their Dale. The digital realm is known locally as Kickerdale, a speculative mirror for the many potential futures for the surrounding landscape. The Dale is conceived through this mirror as a voxel-based territory, understood not through furlongs and hectares, but through kickerbits, a unit not of area but of volume across time, recognising the ever-shifting nature of complex ecosystems. Kickerdale's speculative landscape allows the study, analysis and emulation of diverse productive ecosystems, recognising the interdependency of the natural agents within them, those fixing nitrogen into the soil, accumulating and sharing deep-rooted nutrients, providing specialist nectaries, as well as shelter, shade, and potentially danger to other agents. The concealed nature of many of the processes essential to ecosystem health are revealed through vignettes highlighting different agents' roles and actions, such that the conditions within which these processes thrive can be replicated and enriched through human action. Recognising trophic processes and the gaps within them, be that from extinct predators, a lack of mature habitat, or absent microclimatic conditions, provides a motive and rationale for human intervention in the ecosystem. The making of allogenic structures, providing a shift in the position of the human agent from heuristic solutioneer to open-ended holistic stewards, favouring the landscape's overall health over any single optimised output. Emboldened by the Environment Act's mandate for net biodiversity gains, the working group developed their first 3 structures of allogenic emulation. The overstory mast reflects the observation of the role mature trees play in the provision of shade and shelter from harsh wind and rain to smaller fruit-bearing trees, which in turn develop faster, nurturing further saplings of their own understories. In the absence of the mature woodland necessary to culture this productive cycle, the mast plays a surrogate role, tempering microclimatic conditions through the height, spread, and pitch of their leaves. Reconciling the contradiction of the ecosystem's digital abstraction, a highly energy-intensive process, in order to understand and enhance its vitality, becomes the focus of the group's second intervention. Creating a structure that hosts their necessary digital infrastructure, whilst leveraging the ambient heat of the Kickerdale servers to achieve a productive microclimate, allowing a mix of less hardy varieties of herbaceous perennials to thrive both on the ground around the structure and within the structure's passive heat sink pool, which supports varieties of edible lilies and water spinach. The server's presence forms a new sheltered gathering space for both human and non-human occupants, a structure hosting and hosted by the landscape. The group's third intervention capitalises on the River Swale's capacity to foster greater areas of wetlands habitat through an allogenic bridge, providing some of the effects of a beaver's dam. The structure's form is conceived to maximise the bridge's surface area in plan, in the relief of its walls and in the undulating topography of its surrounding landscape, sheltering new ponds, inlets and islands, all serving to enhance the diversity of microclimates around the structure. The bridge's ponds support a breadth of edible agricultural plants such as bulrushes, cresses, saxifrage and sweetgrass. The bridge does not serve as a new crossing for humans, but offers sheltered spaces around it and a circular raised walkway, permitting new views to the emerging wetland habitats of the structure. As the interventions of the Kickerdale Working Group become more established and widely known, their ecological platform begins to transcend its native dale, providing new methods of ecosystemic empathy to areas that suffer most from food insecurity and the absence of green space, an open source platform for ecological enrichment.